My data just ran out.
Here, you can use my phone.
Thank you. Come on, man. My data finished again.
Relax, honey. You can always use mine.
Wait, how come you always have so much data?
I told you I switched to Tele mobile postpaid plans. Those plans come with plenty of data, so I will never run out of data again.
Okay, well, why don't you come over here and show me more about these plans? Because I'm about to switch to Telem data now.
Good afternoon. Here we are, folks. We are a little bit late, but you know who's the cause of that? It's starting. So, you all know who just run in. Okay, folks, join us.
It's GB fault.
Today we are going to bring you some updates on the blackouts, GEBE, and our current state of affairs where it comes to our utility company, a government-owned company. Andrew, I will say some things today, and I put me a warning. Don't call about the name. I will say some things that are going to hurt people, especially these politicians. And what I have to say, I posted not so long ago 2 old articles from 2016 to 2017. 2016, 2024, 8 years later. Today, Andrew, we have a more active social media. We have a lot of people, even people who can't read or write, on social media, looking at videos, looking at this, looking at that. So we have a more active social media in St. Martin. A lot of people, even on WhatsApp for the melee and for the videos and whatever else they get. But the real crux of the matter with coming to NVGEBE have not changed one bit since, you could say, 2015, 2016. Boards have changed. There are a number of persons, political appointees, people who don't have the knowledge about utility company have been appointed by their politician friends or the people they supported during election. Management board, same old story. I posted an article to show in 2016 we had the same events that we're having today. The very same thing. Back then, it was engine 18 that caught fire. Remember that, Andrew?
I remember. Yeah.
We didn't have all the social media presence as it is today. What was done? Basically nothing. A lot of talking and upgrading of a power plant never happened. Never happened. In 2022, there was a hack. Thankfully, the power plant was not affected because, for those who don't know, GEBE, their engines are purchased from Wärtsilä. They are installed by Wärtsilä. They are maintained by Wärtsilä, and they are on Wärtsilä server. So when the hack took place, the power plant was not touched. So the story is about there's mismanagement since the hack. Tell them people go fly a kite, because it ain't gonna pass by me. And if there's anybody that knows what happened in GEBE from 2016 to 2020 is the current acting Minister of Romy and acting Deputy Prime Minister Veronica Janssen Webster. She was the COO at GEBE for 4 years.
You just say don't call no names.
No, that I could call because she spoke at the press conference and she spoke about mismanagement since the hack and since when. And she also sent out a press release that says basically nothing. The same press release, I think, you could say from 2016 when they asked people to conserve on the use of electricity and be neighborly, be nice, blah, blah, blah. Okay? But to tell us, they didn't tell us about the 30 million, and this actually irks me. The 30 million that were taken from GEBE in 2016 and given to government. Nobody talking about that. The PwC report that I published last week, I think it was Friday or Thursday.
Yes, the damning report. My
Yes.
God.
Hidden, okay? Mr. Yadenson Webster was selected and was on the board of NVGEBE at that time. Back then, PwC advised the supervisory board and the management board not to give government $30 million, 60 million guilders. Get them the maximum 10 million. They went against that advice and they gave them 60 million, but to date, they haven't bought an engine for GB. They didn't do nothing but overhauling and buying spare parts, and now they're looking for creditors. If they hadn't give GEB money, they would have money to buy not one but 3 engine maybe. Right? Don't you think?
I leave you to talk.
No, but you gotta tell me because you know about these things. You were there. You were in all the press conference, Andrew.
No, I do. Listen, I understand, but you have to understand this. The current acting minister of Romy is not the only one to blame
No. I didn't say that.
when it comes to the.
But she knows.
But she knows.
She
yes.
knows.
And you would think that based on her experience and the things that
Knowledge.
she knows, the knowledge that she knows about GB itself, it would be a quick fix. But it looks like it's getting worse before it gets better, and that's what the scary part is.
Yes, because Andrew, they did nothing to protect GEBE workers, and they did nothing to enhance or upgrade the power plant. Green energy, they don't know about it. They just talk. People travel. People wanted to go China. They wanted to go all over the world to talk about green energy and find a solution, even for the garbage. But nobody did anything. Okay? They just talk. When I put out the report, oh man, I get the reaction that the people say I should go back to the interior. The prodigal son in Parliament that collected $10,000 a month, plus perks, plus per diem for the last 4 years, okay? Telling me to go back in the interior. What this prodigal son don't know is Guyana got a lot of treasures in its interior, because I could go start digging gold, diamond, rubies, and now digging for oil too. But they've made all the hills on St. Martin have tamarind trees. And this prodigal son couldn't even come up with a bright idea to tell the people how to use the tamarind to make a living. The only thing she could wave is the tamarind, the manganese leaf. That's what they're going to leave for you. When they don't clean out government, is manganese leaf they're going to leave for the old people and the young people. Because nothing is going to be there. Okay? So when I go back to the interior prodigal son, I will be digging for oil and gold. But don't try to fool the people of St. Martin. I fool them too damn long. Go ahead.
From a different angle, you have to understand that the government-owned company, GB, is so-called responsible. The person who's responsible for it is the whole Council of Ministers.
Yes.
The representative is the Minister of Romy. Since we don't have a Minister of Romy, we have an acting Minister of Romy, which is Veronica Jansen Webster. But what nobody's talking about, and I'm going to just call it out as it is that in the coalition agreement for this particular government right now, who has the Ministry of Romy?
The prodigal son.
PFP.
You see, I tell you it's the prodigal son.
PFP is the one who has that portfolio, and they are doing absolutely nothing because already they couldn't have a minister pass screening in order for them to have a minister there. That's one. Get it out of the way. Maybe, or you were just thinking it, let me just say it. The person who's supposed to be their minister did not pass, therefore they throw up their hands and they say, oh, the governor is unfair. They don't want to make sure they don't pass our failed member of parliament. Okay, cool, no problem. Then
He's not a member of parliament now, you know.
Yeah, but he was a failed member of parliament.
Okay.
So,
Okay, you're right. I just wanted you to kind of send it good, because the people ain't hear you good. A failed member of parliament, he said.
so I think instead of a PFP is in such a mode of always being in opposition from the time that they started their political party, that they have no idea of how to be
In government.
in government, a coalition partner, I guess, that comes with solutions instead of, big bashing and blame game. And it's that one. No, it's the National Alliance and the up government. No, it's Doran that caused it. No, it's everybody but them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's their responsibility now.
Yes.
So instead of hearing what they're going to do about it now, we're hearing, well, we're going to ask the Dutch for some generators. So we're going to get some hand-me-down generators. Because this problem, people, listen very carefully, this problem is not going away.
It ain't going nowhere.
It's not going to be a situation whereby you'll have a political party that's going to come and knock on your doors and say, by tomorrow, all of this is going to stop, just vote for me. Can't happen. Even if we need to do a whole overhaul of G, because I see some people doing some ridiculous things, saying some ridiculous things on social media, saying, throw away the generators, put new ones. It needs time to make. It has to be by specific qualifications, specifications in order for us to have a generator that is spick and span. And even then, we have to go through trial and error before it catches on perfectly. That's one. Two, the logistics. Who's going to do the logistics? Somebody just can't come from Timbuktu tomorrow and say, okay, let me see. All right, switch. All right, everything is good. No more blackouts. We are in it for the long run. This was bound to happen. And you have to understand that from some workers that I spoke to that at GB, they foresee this situation taking place for months. I mean, being very careful.
Months?
I'm being very careful with what I say because I don't want to cause any panic. But at least 8 to 9 months, we'll have this situation with load shedding taking place because they can't handle the strain.
No, they can't.
It's heavy.
It's heavy, and people out there on social media is blaming the current temporary manager or the current supervisory board. People, I'm not here to protect anybody, but I said it before that in 2016, the very same thing happened, and we are still at it in 2024, 8 years later. 8 years later, we're talking about the same thing. But now we have more presence because of an active social media. The current board, the supervisory board, and I hope they're listening, and even the temporary manager who is still working on fixing the mess that was left there by all the temporary managers who managed to get $500,000 to go home with when they were fired, and who's still trying to get a deal from this council of ministers so they can get a payout, a huge payout, okay, cannot fix this issue in a day. But what they do owe you, the people of St. Martin, is face the nation. They have to come and tell you all everything that is going on. They cannot hold back on this one. They are responsible for telling you about all the mishaps in GEBE and what led us here. Of course, they have to tell you about solutions if they are practical. But you can't tell me those little press releases, load shedding schedules will do it. It will not do it. They will have to face the nation at some point in time. But don't expect that this supervisory board or even a temporary manager to fix this in a jiffy. First of all, they got to look for money because they give government the money already in 2016. 30 million. Y'all hear it? 30 million. Where is that money, by the way? What was done? Irma come, they get Dutch money.
They needed to balance the budget at the time.
Balance the budget at a time. Do you remember who was the board member with ANA? And who was the finance minister then? Who get the money?
Richard Gibson.
Okay, well, he coming back.
Coming back one.
Snap election, August 19th. We'll see him around. Maybe he'll fix the problem for us then. He'll be good. He's coming back. I heard a lot of political party pulling at him like this, okay? India get away. Government got 30 million to balance the budget.
The man 90 years old.
So he could be 99. If he's good in his head and he's active, he should come back. Maybe, who knows? Just telling you what happening, so at least you know who to vote for.
Gibson said he never running again.
You know how much thing people have said and they never mean it? At least he can wave Mon June leaf and give them old people in the younger generation. While these here fattening their pocket and their friends and family pocket. I'm sick of you all. I'm sick. I'm sick of what they're doing.
Take it easy, baby.
They're sick of them. They're fooling all it every day. August 19th, that Andrew,
Be careful. Be
the
careful.
last time, the last press conference, I wasn't here. And I hear a bunch of gloom and doom. We are out in the cold. This is it for us. 2 minutes later, election call. Here we are, 500,000 guilders in debt for new election. To re-elect who? If we don't come up with some people who really can run this country, who got some head, and really thinking about this country and not themselves and the $10,000, we better not vote.
Baby, relax.
Is the truth?
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. You can't discourage people from voting.
Well, at
You're
least
discouraging.
No, they shouldn't vote. If
Maybe.
they cannot come with practical people who can do something for this country, don't vote. This is it. They're giving you $500,000 debt. Okay?
Baby.
I never tell people not to use their democratic
It's
rights.
It's 300,000, not 500. Okay, you're off by 200.
One, 200,000.
What? It's not 500,000 for the election organization. It's 300.
No, they say 500,000 this time. It's 500,000, 500,000 guilders. Okay? I'm talking dollars, I'm talking guilders. Okay? And don't forget, this time, they have to pay, what you call them? The formation people. Now they're paying people to form a government. A bill for that too. Anyway, relax.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to tell you after. I tell you names and call in here. They have to do the process is now has been extended. Things are happening. But when PFP is going to put a formal statutory director as acting minister of Romy and think this person can say things or accuse people, they got to start at home. Okay? They have to start at home. You can't put a statutory director in a bad position because that person have confidential information that they shouldn't talk about, but also they shouldn't play the blame game with nobody.
Also, it's important to mention that the press release that was sent by the acting minister of Romy was a bit too much. It had to come from GB itself. It came from her cabinet, and you know better. You know she used to work there as COO. And like Bibi just said, she had privileged information.
Privileged information,
So,
conflict of interest.
No, not conflict of interest.
Yes,
She worked in
it is.
government for years. Stop.
No, it's a conflict.
It's not a conflict anymore if she's not there no more. She's not a statutory director anymore.
When you take that oath, it's really a lasting one, eh?
Never.
It is, yes.
No.
You have confidential information. I should do like my boy, our justice minister would tell you classified. Okay? She has information that are really sensitive information, and you can't just put somebody to come out and point fingers. Okay? No. You know what happened in the past. You know what the political influence have done to this company. Everybody brought this company to their knees. From 2020 to today, or 2023, I think, or 2022, when they had the new board installed, okay, they could tell you how much money they pay on legal fees alone. The kind of money they paid on legal fees alone. The payouts to people that were fired. And you expect GE to have money for maintenance and its workers as well. So when the workers talk to you, people are saying, yeah, let's give them a tap on their back and say they're working hard. That's true, they're working hard for years. They're the only ones probably working for GD for years. what have they gotten? If the union don't step in at times, they get nothing.
Okay, I find a story here. Let me bring you back into memory lane, which was kind of funny when I saw it. I said you would enjoy it. Let me see, loading. That this is from 2016. Where Prime Minister William Marlin denounced on Sunday what he sees as misinformation was being peddled by the United People's Party leader, Member of Parliament Theo Heiliger, who is accusing the government of demanding funds from government-owned utility company GEBE to balance the 2016 budget. Now, according... Oh, shit. They get cut off? I think, yeah, see, this is why I should have taken from SMN News, you know. You and these old stories.
I have a good archives. You know that, right?
Yes. Now, one of the topics. Okay, no, let me give you another one. So, on July 17, 2016, Up Faction leader and Member of Parliament Frankie Myers appeared on a radio show, The Breakfast Club with Robert, where several topics were discussed. One of the topics was the government using GB to plug the holes of the country's budget. An example was given of the request by the current National Alliance-led government to withdraw $30 million guilders from the GB's account to balance the country's budget, while it is clear that GB is facing its own challenges. MP Myers stressed the fact that he believes that the government-owned companies should pay dividends, but the government-owned companies should not be forced to pay for the mismanagement of government.
This is what I'm talking about. Political interference. They bled that company. Today, we are at a crossroad. And you want to play blame game? No, politicians. Not here. Not today. Say anything you want on social media. Yesterday, we had how much hours of blackout?
Oh.
You were over there.
Oh.
8 hours?
Longer than that, man. And
okay, so we had, let's say, 8 hours, even longer blackout. We also had water shortage. But what a lot of people didn't think about is the domino effect that we will have when there's island-wide blackout. Okay?
Oh, yeah. The
water gone, the servers gone, the internet gone, communication gone, people that are in homes or wherever, elderly, all these people are being affected somehow. Okay? So it's not when the power gone, just electricity or internet or you ain't got light, you got to go back to the lampshade and the kerosene lamp and all that. No, they can't fix it no more.
It's also important to factor in that the workers from GB did go into action yesterday when all of this happened. Because you have to take into account that there's other strain already on the engines. So you could say the black hole was almost imminent. So now that it took place, everybody went and remember the heat, the hot room that they have to go in and physically, do all kind of things trying to fix this machine for us. So I would like to take this moment once again to thank all of the workers from GB who go above and beyond to make sure that you can have electricity to complain about GB on Facebook and everywhere else, and that you can charge your phone and that you can do whatever you need to do and cuss about everything that's wrong in St. Martin while workers are sweating, sometimes even getting injuries. The stories, you have no idea. You have no idea things that happen there in the water plant, in the power plant now. You have no idea. But listen, guys, great job. You guys keep up the good work. And hopefully, someday, we'll have a better management. On the whole.
A better management.
Yeah, on the whole.
Okay.
Better management of our utilities.
Now, there are other things happening in this country apart from GEBE. Even though GEBE taking the headlines, they're taking the workers and everybody, you clap them, you give them a clap with one hand, and the next side you push them down. Because those same workers, I know of an A1 mechanic working at GEBE for years, fired after both fall down in the power plant, both injuries, knee injured. Okay, both knees, operation, knee replacement, both knees, fired after. Okay, This is some of the things happening in the company to the workers that we don't often hear about.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that one I didn't hear.
You
And I
didn't
just hear a
hear
lot.
about.
Yeah.
You didn't hear about that one. Now, besides GB having its challenges and the problems that we all know about from for so long, we also have power outages on the front side almost daily. We have a load shedding too.
Yeah?
Right now, yes, because they are doing some form of maintenance. What I heard last is that they are changing the transformers all over. You know, so we're getting load shedding too. And you think it's only blackout, and you can't get on Facebook, and you can't get internet, and maybe you can't wash your clothes. Probably you didn't save a bucket or two water to bathe. You're thinking it's only that your food gonna spoil. Appliances are spoiling too, getting damaged because of this load shedding. And what happens is that nobody gonna compensate you.
There's a claims department, okay? Hush. There's a claim department. Once
You ever claim anything and get it back?
maybe there's a process that happens. So
Okay.
you go to GB.
So they ain't got money to
You
buy
pay-
engine and generator. They're gonna pay your claim.
They got a deposit, so obviously they have to. Yeah. So I'll have my claim, and then I wait for the phone call, and then when I notice that they don't call me, I then call them again, and then they tell me they're working on it, and then they tell me, okay, well, you know what? They're like Indians. Okay, we can't cover.
Indians?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't cover this one, but we could cover this one. So you know what? We're gonna give you half of the money, but you have to come back next month.
People, we are saying this to tell you, whenever you read that load shedding schedule, plug out your appliances. Don't keep it plugged in. Because when it come back, you don't know if your stuff gonna burn up. You know, just plug them out. It's not gonna hurt. When the current come back and you realize it's stable, you put them back one by one.
At GEBE, we take the safety and quality of your water seriously. Every day, our dedicated sample collectors venture into the field, visiting the places that matter to you: water tanks, school, supermarkets, home, and high-risk areas. Once these samples return to our water quality lab at KB, they embark on a journey that safeguards your well-being. Our dedicated analysts take over, sending these samples to the microbiology and chemistry departments, respectively. This is where the magic happens. We test for a range of parameters, and we do this every single day, no matter what, including holidays and weekends. In our microbiology department, we focus on 2 major tests targeting various bacteria. Confirmation tests are conducted, and we have plans in place in case the results are confirmed. And then we do it all over again, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Rain or shine, your water safety never takes a day off. So when you turn on the tap and enjoy a glass of GEBE's water, you can do so with confidence. GEBE, the power to serve.
Great job, Carl. Thank you. Jeremy, come on up. For the final word in the Spelling Bee Championship, please spell insurance.
Insurance. Nagico. Insurance.
That's correct. I hope your father can spell Nagico too.
Nagico is insurance. Insurance is Nagico.
At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and an exciting new airport mall. Finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport. The experience will move you.
At GEBE, our commitment extends beyond utilities. It's about exceptional service. Meet the heart of the operation, the customer service team. GEBE, the power to serve.
And I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to be. Tell me how to wait for.
They say when it rains, it pours, right? So besides the political crisis that launched us, kicked us into the elections in August, you have this situation with GEBE. So you're thinking, it can't get any worse. And then I hear that Sol has low fuel. They're low on fuel. So most gas stations on the other side of the hill having issues with getting gas, with getting oil. So thank you, Friendside, for stepping in. And people are going to the Friendside to thank because the lines in some of the gas stations are also ridiculous. But it is almost as if, you know, so much things, what can go wrong is going wrong. So you have to look at the positive side of things. But we need a government that can get us through the storm.
Our government can get us through which one of the storms? Because based on the weather report I see, they just tell us we should look out for a tropical depression. Little water coming. You think this government can get us through that? I don't know. This is the people you are electing, and then you complain and you're crying, and I'm trying to say, you know something? Stay quiet a little bit, baby. See how much more they're gonna complain. But then I said, no, man, they're doing it, they're going overboard. Let me remind them that this situation going on since 2015, or even before that. And we have had boards there, we have had full management team there.
So who's responsible?
Them politicians who put them people there. Because if you read that PwC report, they did interviews with at least 2 candidates, and they said, no, they're not the right persons. But they put them anyway. They didn't follow PwC. When it comes to lending them or giving the government the money, they didn't listen to PwC, but now they're looking for creditors. You see what we're talking about? Political interference. And then what we see coming out, what I see recently, is a lot of recycled politicians coming up with new lists, but the same all in the same on the list. I'm like, okay, yeah, new name, new registration, new names, because the one in SD.
St. Martin like new and shiny things. So what you do is you just do this.
And wrap it up and
wrap
give
it
them
up
something.
and say, look,
Huh?
it's new.
Recycled.
It's new.
You know?
It gonna work this time. It gonna work this time. Last time I didn't have this, but now I got this. It gonna work.
They haven't fooled me.
It gonna work. I gonna feed
I'm
the whole
watching you all. I listening, but when it's too much, I have to tell you, hey, hold up. Treat the root cause.
No, the thing is, we tend to also vote for the politician that is popular or the politician that is, do you think is capable? But then what ends up happening is 2 things. One, you get a situation whereby the politician is on the wrong party, so the vote is kind of wasted. 2, the politician is on the right party here. You vote for them, but they choose not to become a minister. They choose to stay in parliament, and then they go and appoint people like some people that's on the Council of Ministers now.
Who them people you're talking about?
Because I'm sure if roll-ups was there.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I know you were going there. I just wanted to know what we're talking about, really.
I'm just saying.
You can't put people on
but she is, but they are qualified because the Prime Minister went on a whole media radio tour, and he know why he don't come here. And he went out and he said, no, it's not about the individual politician, it's about the qualified people in the right decision, in the right positions. So
Rolex not qualified, that's what he's saying.
Why he was on the damn list for it?
Well, he didn't know that then. The black fellow could have bring some votes.
You're supposed to say the black monkey.
The
Okay.
black monkey?
Black
Oh,
monkey.
Jesus Christ. Rolex, he call him a monkey now.
Aye.
Now, the other day, the Council of Ministers invited us for a meeting. I would have to take this call for a second.
Okay, go.
Hey, we're on a live. Can you call back?
I guess they're not
Hello?
watching. I guess they're not watching. Yeah.
Yes. So we have had
The other day.
the Council of Ministers for the first time in here for all these donkey years decided to invite us, the media, to a meeting. And they tell us all the things they're going to change and do. So we say, okay, but at least give us some tables so we can take notes. They did give us the tables. Andrew not in that meeting yet, the Council of Ministers briefing.
So why you think I'm ex? I
So
don't
I
talking
got
shit.
this last week, and the people pull one on us, and I want to tell these people we don't need no press briefing to come here and tell all you guys saying. Bibi don't need no press briefing to say what she has to say and do what she has to do. These people, 10 minutes per minister, and by the time question and answering, you're getting one question.
They're doing that for years.
No, before you used to get the follow-up, you used to get 2 rounds of questions. Don't lie on them people, then they gotta kick you out. Jesus Christ, man. You used to get 2 questions and even a little follow-up. Now they give you 1 question and no follow-up. You want to talk about censorship? Huh?
You just tell me they kick me out.
They kick you out, you know, they kick you out, right?
Okay, but BB Lord.
So, but tell you what I do.
But you don't have to put it so like you need to put it so straightforward out.
But you saw we gotta tell you what they do. They don't consider you a freelance journalist working all the media on St. Martin. They still don't know who is Andrew Dick. Huh? I mean, Jesus. These people, they have brought on censorship on us. But we don't need to go in there to be able to bring you the information, and this is what they don't understand yet. Huh? Now today, I try to come and to come to you with your information. Lo and behold, I receive an email. And Andrew, when I received that email, I copied the text and I sent it to Andrew. Say, boy, I thought Andrew was the only one that almost got a royal slap during the press briefing. They're doing it in the Bahamas too. So even the Bahamian people are now calling on us to denounce the attack on media workers, the censorship, the dictatorship with these so-called corrupt politicians. And today we're going to tell them that media workers can bind together. We can bind together. We can come together from the those separators. We can do what we need to do. When we bring you facts...
I ain't combining with no Mr. Brown. No, I can't do it.
He's
no.
a media worker too?
I can't.
This is great. So, this is my calling wrong names.
Okay, my bad.
You understand? So, we are saying what you see happening here, it happening all over. And I want to say something that some of y'all might get a little bit frustrated about. Yes, what's going on in GEBE and the blackout and the load shedding, it's unacceptable. People, only you can change this. You have to change it by vote differently or don't vote at all. If you don't see the right people on the slates, stay home. Send a message. But what I needed to say prior to that is St. Martin is not the only place you're getting these problems with power outages. Yesterday, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they had about 10 hours of blackout also. I don't know what caused it, but they too were in total darkness. And it seems to me that something is going on that we are not yet aware of. We're not alone in this. We can take some action. Like last night, people had a good nightlife. I don't know how the thief man them get through, because when you gone out to Rome, they're working. They come to your house.
What the hell is a thief man them?
Thief robbers.
Oh, it's fair robbers, Jesus.
Thief man.
Thief man them. Hey.
Because we got thief man in government. We got thief man on the road. Can't just say robbers. Them thief man doing the thing all over the place. The thief legally, and they come when you gone out to get some fresh air, they're stealing too from you. You understand? So what we are trying to tell you is that be mindful. Instead of going all over the place looking for entertainment, stay outside, light a bushfire, do something, chase the mosquitoes at the same time. Because even your home, you gotta take care of.
You just said light a bushfire.
Yes, in your
No, you can't do that.
Not a big bushfire, a little fire, a smoke pot,
No,
a little fire.
no, it's not allowed. The French side is allowed. That side, no.
You can light a fire.
You can't light no damn fire.
Barbecue, even as if the chicken is spoiled, okay, by then you get some crap on all.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay, stop.
Mountain chicken, do something constructive, pull out all your appliances, and just pray and hope by August 19 we get the right people for the right job.
Okay, tell them about the accident yesterday. There was a big accident yesterday in Key Hill. Very unfortunate because it is a minister's daughter.
Former minister.
A former minister's daughter that was involved. So we like to send much strength to that former minister. I know this is very, very hard. From the way it looked, the different footage that was going around, the young lady was apparently on the back of a motorcycle, and a Jeep was backing out from a parking lot from a supermarket there in Key Hill. And I guess due to the angle or the way it happened, the biker lost control, and the young lady got a severe injury, leg injury during the particular accident. Maybe?
On that, yes, I spoke to the father and I spoke to an aunt today. The victim, injury severe, but doing pretty okay. They are working with her despite the circumstances. And again, like we said, we are sending a lot of strength to that former minister and to the young lady herself, who is currently hospitalized at the St. Martin Medical Center. Much strength, young lady. What else do you have for them?
Let's see. What else? I think the most, that's basically one of the biggest stories. Besides the GB situation, now a load shedding schedule was published on the Facebook page for the load shedding. I did notice that people were asking me if there's going to be a load shedding schedule for this evening. So maybe Ms. Gordon from GB, can you please indicate whether there is going to be some load shedding this evening, instead during the day. All right. So that we could also inform them about it. And also in the Bahamas, like Bibi said, they're experiencing and have load shedding in the Bahamas even. And there is a 3-hour rotation of power supply. And then they said the rotation will continue and yada, yada, yada. Okay? So whether it's going to go into the evening hours, we'll have to wait. You see, GB is off now. So you see different places, it goes off and on. So the schedule that was given, just in case you missed it, they have...
Sherry Maggie said...
St. Vincent run by a
thief man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't leave St. Vincent people come for you by Sherry.
Let Vinci come for you, man.
Oh, yeah. So this early afternoon load shedding schedule. So I guess maybe it's going to be an updated one a little later on. But we'll see what happens then. Of course, once they receive information, they will send it to the public and update as soon as possible. Miss Paula Gordon did say that to us. So thank you so much for responding. So make sure, stick to SMN Late Night and of course the Facebook page of GEBE for the latest updates when it comes to this blackout. And patience is key. It's somebody's fault, but until we find out whose fault it is, we gotta just take the brunt. We gotta just keep it going because we have no other choice. It's gonna be outages between 1 to 2 hours every day, until the situation is fixed.
And
An
remember-
emergency meeting. An emergency meeting was called yesterday.
Yes.
Or today?
With the Dutch representative, I think it was.
That was yesterday, yes. And we're gonna get some hand-me-down
Generator?
generators,
Okay.
and that should level things out a little bit.
That's what PSP want, and we don't generator. Okay. I just reminded him.
Yeah,
to
but
say-
nobody else. What you could do better than hand-me-down generators, BB, at this particular time, because clearly, we can't blame the rat anymore.
You know what we could do?
Well,
Tell the Dutch bring in a power barge, and give us put a barge there, and give us electricity until GEB problem fixed.
oh yeah, they could do it.
But Guyana did it. Guyana have the same problem, and they were having a lot of power outages. This is not only a St. Martin thing. Something going on. And Guyana were having lots of load shedding, and they got the power barge. They got a barge.
Yeah, but they got oil. We ain't got no oil, so
They
no.
got tamarind and manjadil. Choose the better one, okay? And then and what I'm saying to you, there are other options than old generators.
They are not.
There are. Get a power ship to come in and power up the island.
You have
It's
power-
only a 16 square mile island. Huh? You want to compare it to 82,000 square miles? Well, what's wrong with you? And it's working. You're not going to get all that you want, but you'll get better than you have right now until they are able to fix the problem.
That's a good suggestion, BB.
Yes. No, honestly.
BB
they
for
should-
government.
BB for what? Now, what we are saying to you is that, look, Bahamas have it, St. Vincent had it, Guyana's having it. We're all going through this. And you know why? Mass development. The acting minister said, oh, they're giving out building permits without informing GB. A dead and a big lie. The first place to be consulted when you request a building permit is GEB.
Because they need to get a meter.
They need to get a meter. So you can't say these things and think people are going to buy it.
Somebody just asked about the sinkhole. So the latest information I received was that a contractor has been selected to work on it. Now, they don't know what it is. They just know that it needs to be resurfaced. So what they plan on doing is, you ready for this? And this is the thing what is mind-blowing to me. They are going to put half of the road out of order and work on it, a hole and leave traffic past.
I know he telling a lie now. I know it's a lie he come up with now. Because this can't be so. I saw the sinkhole, they put a plate over it.
So,
Okay? And now you're going to tell me you're going to close half the road and we always have traffic jam?
so they're gonna close half of the road instead of making the Cake House Road a two-way. I don't know.
Boy, I
It's
believe,
so
I believe
scary.
I'm going back for the man with the tunnel idea, tunnel vision, to come back and build a tunnel. Because
William!
when they're going to fix this sinkhole, we might need that,
William should give you plans for his son. That's what
probably
he
did
got.
already.
Yeah.
Now, you know, there's so much things that are happening and a lot of people losing their lives, accident, this thing, that thing, and the other. And we're out there just cussing each other because a little blackout. The blackout is all over. Look, the Bahamas, we just read it here. They too have blackout. Look, shedding. But unless we get somebody...
She only talking like that because she's live friends side of people.
No,
Only she
I
talking.
have it too.
Yeah, but not more than us. Not more than us. So,
No,
so keep it.
your own severe.
Keep it.
The one on that side is severe, but we are having blackouts. We are having load shedding currently. EDF publish it all the time. We're publishing it. It's difficult, especially when you have a concrete roof and you know that we're in hurricane season. People, we have entered the 2024 hurricane season and you need to be prepared, stock up, get prepared. You don't know what's coming already. June 4th, we're expecting a tropical wave. They have classified this season as very active. A lot of things they say it's going to happen. I kind of rebuke that. Don't want to hear about it until it happens.
I sweated like a dog, so yes, something happening.
We got black load shedding here too. So you know it's not the only one. Something else I had to mention here and I kind of forgot it. So bring something up in the meantime.
Bibi was talking about this barge ship. I see it. Yeah, I see it.
You didn't believe me?
I didn't believe him.
He didn't believe. He went to check up. Oh Jesus! He didn't believe.
They actually have a ship.
Yes, powering the country.
Powering the damn country.
Yes.
What the hell is this?
It happened. So when I told him just now, and I said it here, he didn't believe me.
No, I didn't.
True. It's true.
They always say fact check. I just had to fact check.
So you see, he fact check and tell you that the government, instead of sending for old generators, they could get a power barge. Call on the Dutch. Now, I know a lot of people looking out for the slavery pass and the money where they can get. I was the Dutch, I ain't paying it nowhere.
Why?
Because they're going to pocket the money, just like when they take the money from GB, they're going to pocket it, and they're nothing. There would be really no development for the country. Who asking for it? You want this money. You understand? And I pray to God the Dutch don't pay it to the World Bank. Then to sit back because I never get it.
Yeah, well, the Prime Minister is off island, so our Prime Minister right now is Veronica Janssen Webster. She is the Prime Minister, she's the Minister of Romy, and she's the Minister of BSA.
No. She's acting Prime Minister. Yes.
Well, acting Prime Minister.
She got a lot on her plate.
Minister of Romy and Minister of BSA. 3 ministries. I just joking.
Somebody's asking me why they're having problem with solar panel.
Direct competition, no.
Direct competition.
So it's not.
There won't be no fuel clause.
Yeah, so it would be bad for them. You have to understand that DB has been operating under one business model, which is we're the only one, we can do what we want, and we have no competition. The moment you get a competitor in the whole system, in the whole atmosphere, you're going to have GB being in trouble because then they have to actually compete. Because, you know, people will go to the other person. People will go to the other company. They ain't going to do nothing else. So, that's why.
But they say Aruba and Curacao are going to lend a hand. They're going to lend you a generator. Remember yesterday meeting?
Maybe they're going to send some candles for us.
Okay. All right.
You
Good
never know.
candle. Okay.
Anyway.
All right, folks. That's it for today.
Bye-bye.
As soon as we get more information, more positive information, more something that could enlighten you a little bit.
She will come and she will tell you what's up.
Andrew coming too, even though he have to run across the border that time, sweating. You see today he tell us 2:30. He made the flyer too, you know. He set the time, but he late with his own appointment. Andrew even tell me, Bibi, whenever the time comes for my funeral, I'll be late for it.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time. I'm Bibi Shaw, SMN News, and Andrew Dick, Late Night.
See you
Very
tonight.
dynamic.
Flashback.
Talking about our St. Martin that we love dearly out of our heart. And to the people of St. Martin, as well as those on the French side or Dutch side, for me doesn't make difference. I wish you all a pleasant day today.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But first, Luc Marcelina was born on December 6, 1964. So you're Sagittarius.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. I am also, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah. Good people, by the way.
He is the second child of Milo Marcelina, a Bonairean.
From Bonaire,
From
absolute.
Bonaire. And Juliette Fleming.
Fleming.
Originally from Marigot.
Marigot, absolutely.
The capital of French St. Martin. This is what Wikipedia says. He obtained his medical degree at Maastricht University in 1990 and began his professional career in Curacao, where he practiced in Santa Rosa in 1990 to 1992. I guess that's where he has that Curacao accent. We'll talk about that in a few. He specialized in surgery. And of course, you did an interim in Belgium.
Yes, 6 years long.
6 years. That's not an intern. That's not an
specialization.
Specialization. Yeah.
For the end of the day.
Until 1998, and then you work as a surgeon in the Netherlands, and then decided to settle to St. Martin. Now there is his whole political career, but that we know that United Democrats, he was on the list of the United Democrats, you resigned, and you created URSM.
Yes.
Let's go, we hear Fleming.
Yes.
And we hear your accent, and you've been criticized during campaign. You know, who's this Curaçaoian coming here at the head of a list because of your accent?
Yeah.
But Fleming is part of your lineage and your backbone. Fleming from where?
The Fleming is from
who you from?
You know, yes, as they say, who you from?
Yeah.
My grandfather is Mano Fleming. Mano Fleming is the butcher here in Marigo.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Mano Fleming started here with the first ones selling here numbers, Katochi, you remember?
Katochi, yeah. Someone told me they bought Katochi from your grandfather at some point.
Yes, he was the man. Like, we have all kinds of booths selling numbers on the island. Actually, as Mano Fleming started with that many years ago. And even when it was illegal on the French side, he used to sell his Katochi. He used to go in the side of a room he had in his house. And he used to buy your numbers, and he was very known for his katochi that he used to sell. And next to that, of course, he was a very known butcher. And next to that, I had a lot of uncles. They all know them. Twani, Cat, Maga Cat.
Maga Cat
is my uncle.
Maga Cat is your uncle?
Is my uncle, because Maga Cat
so that means Romero
is my cousin, because Romero's father, Justin, is the brother of my mother.
Oh, so Eveline is your...
Eveline is my cousin too, because Eveline is also a daughter of Justin Fleming.
Yeah.
And Eveline is a sister of Romeo Fleming. So I had Uncle Justin, Uncle Joe, Uncle Arthur, Uncle Harry, Harry, all of them were my uncles. Albert, you had to.
So when they say you're Curaçaoian, you're not
but
really...
they don't understand, you know. But you know what is the case is that I have a heavy Curaçaoian accent, because in the most flexible years of your life, I was in Curaçao doing my secondary school.
Okay, that's what you get. So you came back here on vacation?
Yeah.
All the time?
All the time, yes. And I got contaminated with that accent in Curaçao. But okay. And when I finished, I went to the Netherlands, and I studied there medicine. Then I went to Curaçao 2 years, and then I went back to Belgium. I studied there for 6 years in Leuven, in Belgium, for surgery. And then I went only 1 year to the Netherlands, and after that I came to St. Martin. Since 1999 I'm here.
Yeah. So when you're in Curaçao, do they consider you a Curaçaoian, or do they tell you you're from St. Martin?
I think they look at me like I'm not a real Curaçaoian, you know how it goes. But okay, it is what it is. And to tell you honest, I prefer to be a St. Martiner, for people to look at me as a St. Martiner than a Curaçaoian. But it is what it is. I mean, both are okay. I mean, it's okay.
Now you're a surgeon, and in my research also, you're a professor. You taught.
I went in the meantime from 2009 to 2016. I went to Europe, to the Netherlands first, and I worked there at the University of Maastricht at the Faculty of Medicine, and I was teaching there for 7 years as a professor. And after 7 years, they gave me a call from St. Martin and told me, Doc, you worked here already, we miss you, why don't you come back? And I didn't even consult with my wife. I told them I'm coming back, and I hung up the phone, and we started packing to come back. And since 2016, I'm back in St. Martin working as a surgeon, and recently, of course, full-time politician.
All the time that you were out, you got contaminated with the Curaçaoian accent. It was St. Martin always in your mind, and what brought you back to St. Martin?